Well, I was brought up in the church. I grew up here in Provo, Utah, so it was a big part of my life. My family was always active, which was a great blessing to me, something I'm always thankful for. What probably got me to serve is I have three older brothers who all served missions, and so it was really kind of neat to see the change in them from before their mission, what I remembered growing up, and when they got back, and see how it had matured them and how much they loved their missions. So even though I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, I saw the impact it had on them, and that made it something that I wanted to do. And so when President Monson announced the age change, I was 19, and I realized right away that I was going to be serving a mission. So yeah, my brothers definitely had a big impact on that, seeing the difference it made for them. I had a lot of friends who were getting their mission calls at that time, and a lot of people have been called to Germany or to New Zealand or Brazil, all these exotic sounding places that were so neat. And I got my call, I opened it, I remember reading Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm thinking, what? I don't know anything about Alabama. And it was kind of like, I'm not quite sure what I've just gotten myself into. But when I actually got to my mission and found out things about it, I learned to love it. And it became really apparent to me that I was called of God to Alabama, and that that's where I needed to be more than anywhere else. So definitely gained a testimony of prophets, that they really call us where we're needed and where we need to be. And it's not just randomized, because I never probably would have chosen Alabama for myself. Just not somewhere I'd ever even considered. But getting there, I know that that's where I needed to serve. So it's really neat. I probably should have taken more time to prepare myself for my mission. I did a mission prep class at BYU, but I still didn't study from Preach My Gospel that much. I wasn't that familiar with it. And when I got out into the field, it became really apparent that I was going to need to know some of the material that I wasn't familiar with yet. I remember one time we were teaching, we had met the elders and we were teaching someone that we had found and that we wanted to turn over to them. So we were doing the first lesson together. And one of the elders turned to me and said, Sister Carlson, would you share Joseph Smith's experience in the grove of trees with us? And he wanted me to recite from memory the first vision, and I didn't have it memorized. And so I kind of paraphrased it to the best of my abilities. But after that, I really focused on being familiar with the lessons and being comfortable. So that way, if I was in that position again, that I would feel confident and I wouldn't be stuttering and feeling uncomfortable.